you reside near your banks. So actually because of Kaveri Maya, Ranganath to bless her. So that's why there is a festival called Tula Kaveri Snanam once in a year. When all the rivers, Devatas, they come and take bath in Kaveri. So Tula Kaveri Snanam is considered as more holier than Ganga Snanam. So that was a special mercy for Kaveri. That's why once what happened, there were two Gandharvas. The thing is, their name was Chitrasena and Chitranatha. And what what they did was they actually were traveling around and they uh, fell in love with Sachi Devi. You know who is Sachi Devi? Sachi Mata.
Sachi Mata.
No, not
Wife of
Sachi
Indra.
Wife of Indra. So they got attracted to the beauty of Sachi Devi and they thought we want to marry her. So then later on they understood it's an offense. And then Indra, when he came to know about that, he cursed them that you lose your Gandharva status and you'll fall down to earth. So then finally they asked for Prayaschitta and they said, during Tula Kaveri time, you come here to Srirangapatnam and take bath in Kaveri Maya, then you will regain your status as Gandharvas. And they came here, 1 year they did bhajan here in front of Sriranganatha. And then on Tula Kaveri Snanam they took bath and that's how they went back to Gandharva Loka. So Kaveri Maya is very purifying and merciful. And this kshetram is also known as Gautama Kshetra. Why it is known as Gautama Kshetra? It is because of Gautama Rishi. You know who is Gautama Rishi? Is he coming in any of our literature? Ramayana is he coming?
Gautam Rishi.
Gautama. Who is husband of Ahalya?
Gautam Rishi Krishna. Yes.
So, Gautama Rishi was once staying somewhere far in his ashram. So, because of his tapasya, because of his purity, the entire area around him was always very opulent. So, once what happened in that area, there was a big famine. So, there were no crops, no food, no water. So, everyone was suffering, and there were a lot of sages meditating in that area. So they started migrating from that place in search of food and water. And when they reached Gautama Rishi's ashram, they felt very peaceful. And the whole area was very green and very cooling. So they were thinking, how come famine is not getting affected? And they all understood it is because of the presence of Gautama Rishi. So they all went to him and paid their pranams and they said, we are coming from this place, we are affected by famine, we have not eaten, we are very hungry, can you help us? Then he said, don't worry, we will first go and take snana. By the time you come back, everything will be ready. So then Gautama Rishi's disciples were there. Then they said, Guru Maharaj, there is no food grains here in the ashram. So many rishis are there. How it will be ready within a short time? He said, don't worry. He said, you bring one bag of paddy. And he also went for taking snanam in Godavari. So on the way, he saw one barren land. So he told, he asked his disciple to give that bag of rice, and with his own hands, he threw all the paddy grains onto the barren land. And he went to take it. And when he returned, it was fully grown and ready for harvest. All the paddy, within a short time, by the time he went and took bath, it was ready for harvesting. And his disciples harvested all the paddy. There was so much left. And with that, they made a big feast. Plenty of rice, chitrana, curd rice, puliyogarai, everything they made, all different rice items. And they were very happy. For so many days they did not eat, and they were very happy. They were sumptuously fed. Then once their hunger was appeased, then they were all thinking, how come he could feed us in such a short time? So they said, he is very powerful, his tapasya is very great. So when you have some people who are at your same cadre, now naturally if you find that they are more talented, they are more powerful, then you'll have some kind of envy. We are also sages, we don't have so much of power. Somehow we should reduce his power. He only gave them food, Annadada. So immediately they are thinking somehow we should destroy his power. So they all were discussing how to destroy his power. Then they came up with an idea. With their tapascharya, they had little tapascharya. They put all the tapascharya together and they created a cow, a Gomata. And then they asked that Gomata to go and graze in the paddy field of Gautama Rishi. No, Gautama Rishi just now created so much paddy. No? So this cow started grazing. Grazing means it is eating all the paddy. So then the disciples came and said, see, one cow has come and it is eating all the paddy. What should we do? So then Gautama Rishi went and said, shoo, like that he did. And when he did like that, it immediately fell dead with Gomata. Then all these rishis ran and came. See, you did Gohatya. Now you are a sinner. You are an offender. You are not fit to remain as a sage. Like that, they started criticizing. So actually, they retrieved their tapabala and made the cow die. Because they only created the cow. So when he did shoe like that, they immediately retrieved their power and the cow fell down dead. So they put the blame on Gautama Rishi. So Gautama Rishi became very angry and he said, you are very envious, you are not fit to remain as sages, and he cursed them. And you will lose all your saintly qualities, all your tabobalam you will lose. And he cursed them and he thought, now this is not the right place to live. Let us go away. I want to purify myself because he cursed them. So he went on a pilgrimage. And he went all the way to Sriranga in Tiruchirappalli. So there he thought, I will stay here and do Hari Bhajan. And one day he went to Ranganatha to take darshan. At Tiruchirappalli, Ranganatha said, see, actually you should not be here because there will be a competition. You are also worshipping me. Another devotee is also worshipping me. So there will be two people worshipping me. So better you leave this place. So Gautama Rishi asked, who else is worshipping? You know who is worshipping Ranganatha daily? He comes all the way from Sri Lanka.
Oh, Vibhishana.
Vibhishana comes. Because Ranganatha was actually brought to Tiruchirappalli by Vibhishana. Yeah. So Ranganatha Swami said, anyway I am being worshipped. Why you want to do 2 times worship? So you better go to one area near Kaveri. There you go. There you can worship. And he came, he was directed to Srirangapatna. From Tiruchirappalli, Gautama Rishi came to Srirangapatna. The Lord asked him to come here. And he was thinking, where I will worship? There is no temple, no deity. Then he was inquiring, then people said, there are no deities here, no temple. And finally someone said, there is one ant hill here. It's very huge, it has been there for so many years. It looks like it is very serene and powerful. So maybe something is there. So Gautama Rishi went near the ant hill and he could sense that there is a deity inside the ant hill. So he wanted to remove the ant hill and find the deity, take the deity out, but the ant hill was so strong. He couldn't remove it. Normally ant hill is not strong. If you push it will fall down. It is simply mud. So he meditated on the Lord and the Lord said, the ant hill, I will appear only in the presence of Kamadhenu. So he requested Kamadhenu to come and Kamadhenu came here and poured her milk on top of the ant hill and the ant hill got dissolved and inside he found this deity of Ranganatha. So this Ranganatha came from down here. So he is Swayambhu Murti and he started worshipping Ranganatha continuously for 7 days. It's called Ranga Saptaha. And at the end of Ranganatha's Saptaha, Lord Ranganatha came in Garuda and gave darshan to Gautama Rishi. So the day Ranganatha deity was retrieved from Mother Earth is worshipped as Ranga Jayanti, Sri Ranga Jayanti. It is called. Every year it's a big festival. And the day the Lord gave Darshan on Garuda, it's maintained is celebrated as Garudotsava. So those two festivals are celebrated with a lot of pomp and splendor here. And because of for giving darshan to Gautama Rishi, Ranganatha appeared. And then later on, many years passed, and the temple again was dilapidated. It happens over a period of time. Somebody will build, then again it will go down. So during Ramanujacharya's time also, the temple was completely dilapidated. Nobody to take care of the temple. So Ramanujacharya came here, and during that time, there was a Jain king ruling in this area. His name was Bitti Raya. He was a Jain, follower of Jainism. So Jainism, they don't accept God. So Ramanujacharya had a debate with Bitti Raya, and he defeated him. And he convinced him, and he converted him to Sri Sampradaya. So he became a Sri Sampradaya follower, a disciple of Ramanujacharya. And Ramanujacharya gave him the name Vishnuvardhana. Earlier he was Bitti Raya. So he was initiated and he was given the name as Vishnuvardhana. And since he was a king, Ramanujacharya, the king asked Acharya, what diksha I can give, what dakshina I can give. So Ramanujacharya said he should maintain this temple. So he gave 8 villages in the name of Ranganatha Swami. And under his patronage, this temple again regained its glory. That happened in 1717 AD. Then later on, there was another king. His name was Krishna Raja Vadia. He was ruling in this place, in this area. And his commander-in-chief was Hyder Ali. So Hyder Ali had some faith in Ranganatha Swami. So once he was going for a battle, and he was heavily beaten up by the enemy forces, and he started retrieving, because if he doesn't retrieve, then the whole army will be destroyed. But when he was retrieving, he found that he was trapped between the enemies and the Godavari river. Godavari river is flooded. It's very huge. So he cannot go. Otherwise they have to face the enemy. Now they are already tired and they are failing. So he immediately prayed to Ranganatha, Hyder Ali. He prayed to Ranganatha Swami, and then after praying he turned around, whole Godavari river became dry. Not even one drop of water. 1 second back it was flooded. And then he crossed Godavari river with his whole army, and just after he crossed, again Godavari became flooded. So he understood it is a blessing of Ranganatha Swami. So as a gratitude, actually he came here. Earlier, during his time, there was one festival, and they used to take Ranganatha Swami, the Shiveli Murti of Ranganatha Swami, and keep him in that mandapa. It was a mandapa made temporarily, and they used to do Aradhana there. So every time they had to construct that temple, and once it caught fire and all. So Hyder Ali, he constructed a mandapam, permanently stone mandapam, for the puja as a token of gratitude for it. So Ranganatha Swami attracted even Muslims. And later on, Hyder Ali's son came, Tipu Sultan. He was not so devoted. What he did was, he was defeated by the British army. So they said either you go to jail or you give us tax. So he said, I don't want to go to jail, and he didn't have money to give us tax. So what he did, he came to the temple here and took all the ornaments of the Lord and gave it as tax to the British people. Many ornaments he took and gave. So finally from the British people, it went to the French, and from the French, it was transferred to the Russians. So even now, the ornaments of Ranganatha Swami is kept in Kremlin in Russia. It belongs to Ranganatha Swami. It is owned by British. So like this, it is a very historical temple. It is been a Sakshi for so many empires rise and fall. Ranganatha Swami is so merciful, he is still here because of the mercy of Kaveri. Kaveri Maya ki jai.
Jai.
Ranganatha Swami.
Ki jai. Hari Hari Bol.
We'll go for a favorite spot. Pardon? Yeah, Tula Kaveri Snan. Good comparison. Something Mahatma. Or in Kumbakonam there is something called the Mahamaham. Once in 12 years in Kumbakonam there is a Mahamaham pond, you remember?
Yeah.
So there also this festival comes. All the holy rivers, I think 19 holy tirthas, they come and merge in that particular. Good. Something like that.
This happens every year.
There. Here
Here,
it
na?
happens every year. Tula Kaveri Snan.
Must be very
What?
crowded.
Very.
Which month, Prabhu?
I think it comes in May or something.
May.
I'm not sure.
It must be in all these three places, no?
Yeah.
All these
Wherever
three.
Kaveri Maya is there, Tula Kaveri Snan.
In Dhanurmas, they're saying something, na? In Dhanurmas, what the speciality
No,
today?
Dhanurmas is actually Margazhi Masam.
Yeah.
That is the month of Panda.
Acha.
So, Dhanurmasam, we are supposed to chant Tirupavai and they are supposed to do a few things. One is every day they should chant Tirupavai. Then Vaikuntha Ekadashi should be celebrated. And 10 days before Vaikuntha Ekadashi, there is Pagalpattu. And 10 days after, there is Rapattu. Then there is Adhyanotsavam. Then there is Taila Kappa. So all these things are supposed to be celebrated. But in some temples, they don't do it. But in Srirangam, everything is celebrated.
Here they are not doing Tailakam,
Yeah,
no? Only in Tamil Nadu. But Divya Deshan, wherever we went, they would do Tailakam.
Massaging the Lord, na?
the entire body will
body
be massaged,
massaging.
medicated.
Ah,
Because he is standing for the whole year.
so nice.
Like sweet.
So nice. Hari Bol. You want to say something? Prabhu?
Prabhu looks very tired.
Gayatri.
Okay.
Okay.